Hi, everybody, and welcome to Political Science 100 online. I am your professor, Michael Smith, and I'm excited to be teaching this class. I've been teaching at Emporia State since 2005. I've been teaching PO 100 since 2005 with a break after 2015 until I started teaching it again in 2024. This was one of the first classes I ever taught online. And boy, when I think back to those days, a lot sure has changed in how we teach online. And things are changing again. Now we're in the age of AI. And I'm sure you know that just about any machine graded prompt can be cut and pasted into AI and get some sort of answer. Now, that's not to say it's necessarily a very good answer, but it's an answer. And so we have to change once again. And in this class, we'll be trying some innovative new assignment ideas that will not only designed to foil AI, but I hope will make the class a little bit more fun and a little bit more personal. In fact, you'll even be making a video like this one for your first assignment. The course is a quick overview of the discipline of political science, which I teach, telling you a little bit about the different fields like American politics, comparative politics, where we compare different countries. And of course, there's international relations, where we look at how countries relate, whether it be through trade, war, peace, treaties, international organizations, and what have you. Now, in terms of our Canvas shell, I don't think I'm going to need to do much here because I think you all are already pros on Canvas. So I'm going to keep this super brief. Let's just have a quick look here. And if we scroll down and we find the picture from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, we can go ahead and click on that for PO 100. And I've got modules set to be our home page. I did, however, want to direct you to one thing that's not in modules. I'm going to try to make everything contained within modules to the extent I can, but there's one exception, which is the syllabus. I do ask you to read that. I've got instructions here. Now, if it pops up and it looks like this, and you can't see that navigation menu on the left, not that one, we need another navigation menu. You just go up to the three lines, otherwise known as the hamburger icon. Give that a little click and boom, look at that. And then, of course, when the time comes, you can check your grades in grades anytime you like, but we'll also take a look at syllabus. And there are just lots of different policies I want you to know about that are detailed on this syllabus. We have an open educational resource textbook, an OER. That means it costs you nothing unless for some reason you choose to purchase a hard copy. You don't do that through the ESU bookstore because most people aren't going to do that. They're just going to click this URL right here and go to it online. It even has videos embedded in it. You can't get that from a hard copy book. But if you want, you can go to OpenStax, just click that, and they'll show you how to order that hard copy textbook. But I don't think most students are going to do that, so I didn't order it at the bookstore. You just click right here, and look at that. There's our book, table of contents, and so forth, and then you can take it from there. And then the grading scale, plus minus grading, the assignments you'll be doing, different policies, including policies for AI. And I'm also going to ask for your help with that. I'm a little overwhelmed in this age of AI. And for your first assignment, I want you all to create a social contract with each other and me for how you think we as a class should handle AI. I look forward to seeing what you all come up with, and I will participate in that as well on the class discussion board. That'll be your first class discussion. And you can go on through the different languages about how that's a surprise there to make sure people are actually reading the syllabus or watching this video. A little Easter egg for you there, or Easter cookie, I guess. But how I handle plagiarism, which that's very rare. AI issues are a little bit more common, and that's why we're going to talk about those in this class. But not terribly worried about plagiarism, but just in case it's on the syllabus, all that kind of stuff. Different resources available to you, hardships, student health and safety, basic needs. You might check this out, the Emporia link, basic needs. totally confidential, food, health care, mental health care, a variety of different resources you can look at. I'd strongly encourage you to check that out if you think you can in any way benefit from that. And then we get into the reading schedule, and this tells you what we're going to be studying. So I just wanted to point out that syllabus link because that's the one thing you won't be able to get through modules, that and checking your grades. So again, just click the little hamburger or 3 lines icon if you don't see this menu right here. Everything else, I'll work hard to get into modules. And so, for example, here is our first unit. There's a PowerPoint you can click on. The reading, this will take you right straight to the correct section of the textbook. I thought that was pretty handy. There it is. And this is also on the syllabus. Let's go back to modules, which, by the way, you can also click home for this class to go to modules. Your first assignment, I'm going to have you make a video a little bit like this one, but there are some specific instructions there. Always feel free to send me an email if you have any questions. There is that. And you can read more. And if you've never made a video, here's one way to do it. This is actually how I'm making this video right now. I'm using Zoom. You may know how to make videos other ways. Just be sure that it's an MP4 or a YouTube link, and follow all these instructions here. And we'll get to know each other a little bit with these videos, make the class a little bit more personal. And then I need your help on this AI thing. And so we're going to do a social contract. We're going to apply social contract theory to the study of AI. And I'm going to ask for your help with that. And we'll come up with a social contract that I will enforce, but you are going to help me write it on how you think we should handle that. And I work really hard to make the class self-explanatory through modules, syllabus, and grades. And so there's no need for me to make this video long. I just wanted you to see my face and hear my voice. I want you to know it's not AI. It's not an algorithm teaching or grading this course. There's a real human being out there. That would be me. And I look forward to getting to know all of you better. In terms of contacting me, all Zoom hours this summer, if it is summer, I may reuse this video for future semesters, but in the summer, I have Zoom office hours. In the fall and spring, I have a combination of face-to-face and Zoom office hours. Go to the syllabus. Go to the syllabus and find my email address. My phone number is on there as well. And even when I'm working from home, I get those messages remotely. But most students email me. We can set up an appointment on Zoom, or if it is the fall or the spring, face-to-face during my office hours. Otherwise, we'll do Zoom, and office hours are just as available to you as anyone else. And I hope you'll use them. And again, that email, save that. Don't forget, msmith3. You've got to put the number 3 on there. And there's no G with faculty emails at Emporia. We're just emporia.edu. So just use this email right here. Any questions at all? If your questions are longer and more detailed, we'll set up Zoom office hours, or again, face-to-face office hours if it's fall or spring during my scheduled office hours. We're going to make it work. We're going to find a time for you. And I'm going to keep this video short and sweet because, again, I have a feeling you all already know Canvas. And so I think we can call it good because you will contact me via email or call if you want to set up an appointment, or if you just have a quick question that I can answer over email. In the meantime, you saw the first module. There will be more modules as I work and develop them. That's just the first one. Look at the syllabus to see the plan for the entire semester. Modules aren't complete yet, but the syllabus is. And keep checking back on modules, and we will work our way through and maybe even have some fun doing it. All right. I look forward to it. See you soon. Bye-bye.